Wonderfest 2025 is going on, and Hot Toys and Inart have been showing off some new 1/6 scale figures, and also they've been putting out some displays and stuff for some figures coming out. So we have a lot to look at today, so grab your popcorn, maybe grab your dinner, whatever you want to do, because strap in. This is probably going to be a longer-ish video. Gonna try not to cut it down too much, but hey, let's just look at everything. So you can see there's a picture of Hot Toys stuff up here. But let's move on to Inart because that's what we're all here for. I know that's what I'm kind of excited for because wow. So Inart, they have the Terminator license. It looks like Terminator 1. So Hot Toys, of course, made some Terminator 2 stuff. They have that endoskeleton coming out from Judgment Day, the Battle Damage T800, the regular T800, you know, the clean version, and then also the T1000 that they came out with. So obviously it seems like Hot Toys, they got the T2 license, which arguably is a bit more sought after, because for me, if I were to get anything Terminator, would have been T2, and that's why I actually have the Battle Damage T800 on order. But Inart is getting the Terminator 1 license, so you can see here we got the clean Arnold. He looks pretty good. I'll be making individual videos whenever we get announcement photos, because I'll admit for Inart at least, I couldn't really find official photos on like their Facebook or anywhere, so this is all we got to go off of. And yeah, it's just kind of screen grabs. So sorry about that for the quality for Inart stuff, but yeah, just keep that in mind because the lighting and everything isn't the greatest. But we got Arnold from T1. It looks cool. Like for me, I was saying I prefer T2, so I probably wouldn't be picking this up, but he comes with, of course, that Spaz 12 style shotgun, a commando style, like kind of looks like an M16 without the back. I don't remember T1 as much as T2, but it looks cool. You got the glasses, and I do kind of like the expression on him. Looks very nice. Hopefully it's a real leather jacket. The boots, the pants. Yeah, this is a cool looking figure. And then here you actually get a battle damage version as well, which cannot lie, this one's actually tempting me a little bit. I'm excited to see the full announcement photos, and yeah, I actually kind of like this. So you can see the face is going to have like the battle damage. The T800 battle damage had it on the right side, his right side. This one has it on the left. So it could make for some interesting head sculpt swaps depending on if they're compatible and stuff like that, of course. Still haven't gotten my first Inart figure in yet. Still waiting for either Superman, Snape, or I feel like there's one other. Oh yeah, the Walking Dead ones to come in, but obviously those have yet to release. And we're actually going to see them in this video coming up. And yeah, this actually looks great. I love the damage on the outfit. To me, the outfit is a bit more kind of hodgepodge, if that's the best word for it, than T2. T2 is just a cleaner, better look in my opinion. The shirt, yeah, it's accurate, but it looks a little odd. And I prefer the T2, but this is still a great looking figure. Just looking right here for Inart. And then also, it's hard to tell, but Hot Toys announced the battle damage endoskeleton. Always forget what it's called, but this looks cool. So this is the Inart one. So it looks like Inart's getting the T1 clean endoskeleton. Well, sort of clean. Of course, there's some detail and stuff in there. It looks really cool. I think I'm going to skip on the endoskeleton, but I will admit it looks pretty awesome. The eyes you can see are also red here. Can't really tell here on the right, but yeah, this looks cool. I'm getting tempted. Not gonna lie, because the Hot Toys one looks like it's die-cast. This one, hopefully they put some die-cast in it, because the Hot Toys is from T2. Battle damage, this one is from T1. Doesn't really look battle damage to me, but cool looking figure. Then I'm not too interested in Wukong, to be honest. We're gonna go through this pretty quick. We got Wukong on the left, lady from Wukong on the right. I don't know her name. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for these, because yeah, I don't know him. I do remember his name, Baj. Now I forgot it. Zubaji, is that it? Zubaji? Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, they also showed off Zubaji. I haven't played the game yet. It looks really cool, so maybe I'll give it a try and then probably regret not picking up any of the Wukong figures, but yeah, they're there for those of you who want them. And then here are some Harry Potter figures. So of course, most of them already released except Draco, so let's look a little closer. And I can't lie, the Snape does not look good at all from these photos. And then they're also giving us, in my opinion, well, we'll talk about that. So first, you can see these all have released by now. Some people might not have received them yet. I skipped getting the trio from, of course, this is all from Harry Potter 1, the Sorcerer's Stone, depending on where you're located, or the Philosopher's Stone, whichever, you know, they region based. For me, the Sorcerer's Stone. I skip these because I want older versions of the characters. My representation would be either from Order of the Phoenix or even like Half-Blood Prince. Like one of those two I feel like would be really cool because they still have their school robes and stuff in them, or like their outfits from Hogwarts. But these look really good. I hope I don't regret passing on these versions of them, but yeah, I just prefer an older look. So I didn't feel like spending money, especially on like the Inart Deluxe prices, because they have like the rooted hair and stuff for the version of the characters I'm not as happy with. If, of course, in the future they decide to actually give me the versions I want from the later movies. So I'm kind of holding out for that. So yeah, and then Draco, it looks like maybe the updated head sculpt still looks a little off, but it's hard to tell from these pictures, honestly. Like that looks a little like weird CGI look. I don't know, it looks really smooth. Like the lighting and stuff looks pretty bad there. I'm gonna skip the Snape because I don't know, the Snape's looking a little bit awkward. But looking at Gandalf, did I just say Gandalf? All right, ignore that. Looking at Dumbledore, what did I call him in the beginning? Please ignore that if I called him the incorrect thing. So, okay, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, getting back on track. So Dumbledore, this is him from the Philosopher's Stone. For me, just because he wasn't in as many movies, I'm not being disrespectful or anything, I promise. His representation of Dumbledore was great. But for me, what was his name? Michael Gambon, I believe it was. That representation of Dumbledore is it for me. So as soon as they hopefully go deeper in the line and actually give us that version, then that's one I'll pick up. And then also, this is just hopeful thinking for me. Hopefully they'll give us that version of Dumbledore. Then also give us the later versions of Harry, Ron, Hermione, and even Draco. And hopefully some other characters because, you know, there's Cedric. He was in one movie. We all know what happened. There's like Luna's cool. Neville, he's pretty cool as well, and they weren't in the first movie, so it'd be cool to get a lot more of the characters. But yeah, so I'm kind of skipping on the early iterations of the Harry Potter line, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. This Snape I do have on order though, but what the heck, I don't know. Those pictures, the prototype pictures look incredible, but the lighting and whatever the heck's going on here, I still think it'll turn out good. But this just looks absolutely horrendous. Yeah, that's horrible to look at. So it better not turn out like that, or hopefully it's just the bad lighting. But man, ooh, looking a little rough. And of course here you can see they're actually coming out with a bat flick now. So I'm basically skipping the Snyderverse, except of course the Harley Quinn now. And technically Batflick was also in Suicide Squad. So now I'm kind of like up in the air on Batflick because the Henry Cavill Superman, he's cool and all. I kind of missed when Inart initially released him, but at the same time, I don't really need it. So that one I skipped. Batflick, I'm a big Batman fan, and his Batflick representation, like the look and stuff, was super cool. I mean, he wasn't the best Batman on screen, but his representation, like the look of him, he looks really cool. So that I'm a little tempted by Batflick, I cannot lie. And then here on the left is just a close-up. Obviously, this has been out for a while. Hopefully, y'all received it. I'm not really sure because it's not really one I purchased, but the Inart Superman from the Snyderverse. Here on the right, you can see they have the Christopher Reeves. Hopefully, I'm getting that name right. Not really for me. It was kind of before my time, that Superman. So it's cool for those of you who want that. Not for me, though. Then also the Wonder Woman's not for me. Like I said, I'd probably skip the Snyderverse Superman and Wonder Woman, and maybe Batflick will be the one that tempts me of that trio, I should say. Then you can see they're actually coming out with the Dark Knight Rises Catwoman, which I'm pretty excited for, because that Catwoman, like I was mentioning, I'm getting the in other videos, the Dark Knight Armory, just the Dark Knight, with that bat suit, the actual Bruce Wayne. Sorry, I'm doing this like fresh out of work, so my mind's scrambled. But yeah, so Bruce Wayne, it comes with Bruce Wayne, the bat suit and all that. The armory, it looks super cool from Hot Toys. I'm getting that because obviously I didn't have the 1.0, so the 2.0 for me is going to do it. I have, you can't really see him, but the Heath Ledger Joker. I'm getting the Artisan Bank Robber Joker, so I can swap out the heads and upgrade a little. And then for me, because the Dark Knight is my favorite of that trilogy, I was going more for that movie first. So it'd be cool if Hot Toys gives us a new Harvey Dent, because I'm not pursuing that J&D Harvey Dent. Just too expensive for me. And like, I am getting the J&D John Wicks, I know, but the Harvey Dent isn't a character that I need that like big price, the huge price version of, so I'm skipping that one. But hopefully Hot Toys will give us a 3.0 in the future, because now they're giving us Scarecrow. So Hot Toys Scarecrow is another one that's on my wish list that I'm keeping an eye on. He was he in all three of them? I think he was. Yeah, I think Scarecrow was in all three. I know he was in at least Batman Begins. And was it Batman Begins? Where the heck the first one of the Dark Knight trilogy is called? Because I always remember Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, but I always forget about the first one. I'm not gonna lie. Then he was in Dark Knight Rises. So Scarecrow is one that's on my list. Then, like I mentioned, hopefully a 3.0 like Harvey Dent or something, or even Inart makes them. Because this Catwoman is probably going to get me into the Dark Knight Rises, because she looks really cool. And the Hot Toys one did not look that great to me. So yeah, we'll take a closer look. But you can see here, of course, is Wonder Woman on the left. You know, it looks okay in this light and stuff, but yeah, not one for me. Skipping that one. Batfleck, lighting's not that great. The head sculpt looks like quite a bit off. Can't even tell if it has rolling eyeballs or anything. But the suit looks pretty good. The cowl looks pretty good. Of course, we'll look at it better with better product photos, because honestly, even the stretch marks here in the groin region look a bit off. Looks like they're just kind of drawn on there. Actually, the whole suit looks a bit like kind of drawn on. So that's a little odd. Yeah, not really feeling the marks on the suit now. So we'll see, because I know Hot Toys also 2.0'd their Batfleck, and that one I skipped. Oh, that one I skipped, but this one I'll look at and see how I feel, because it's a maybe. And then I do have the Superman on order, the David Cornsweet. I believe, hopefully, I'm just gonna start. If I say the name wrong from here on out, just ignore me. I'm just like trying to, you know, use my brain here when it's fried. So yes, so David Cornsweet Superman. I love that new version of the movie, so I'm kind of more interested in this new DCU. So that's why I also have the Peacemaker on pre-order, because he's in the new DCU now. And then I'm curious what other characters we get, the new DC properties, because actually I might get invested in this new DC universe, because this movie was phenomenal. So yeah, I'm really interested. And then they're giving us the Christopher Reeves Superman. It looks like they're giving us the suit version, which it looks nice. I mean, it's funny seeing him right next to the new Superman. The suits look very similar, just the new one is more like high tech. You know, for modern suits, they always add like the lines and stuff to make it look a little cooler. But the simple nature of the Christopher Reeve one, yeah, it's cool. And then it looks like they're also giving us a suit up version. Maybe it's going to be a 2-pack or something, or there's going to be an option for a 2-pack. So pretty interesting. For those of you out there who want that, let me know if you're interested in that. Then here, this is the one I'm pretty interested in, because this likeness to Anne Hathaway is a lot better in my opinion than the Hot Toys, even with the bad lighting and stuff at the convention. The like body looks good. It comes with a handgun. I didn't really see what everything she comes with. Hopefully it comes with, of course, the Catwoman kind of goggles, because that gives her the kind of cat ears. So they better come with that, honestly. The hair looks good. It just looks like a great figure, because the Hot Toys, that one will probably fray over time because it's not artisan or anything. So this one I'm pretty interested in, can't even lie. And then here, no clue why I left her on this page, but Nazgul, just ignore Catwoman over here. You got the Nazgul and the horse. So I'm skipping the Lord of the Rings line. They are really good movies, but I just can't get invest in that line, because then I have to get the whole Fellowship. You have to get like a lot of the characters, you know, even some people out there probably really want 9 of these dudes, or the Nazguls, or Ring Race. I'm a big fan of the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, those games. That was actually honestly my introduction to Lord of the Rings. Before I seen the movies, I played those games. Those games were awesome. I absolutely love them. Really hope they were making more, but I think the studio got shut down, so kind of sucks. But yeah, this Nazgul looks great. Just I can't get invested in this line. Because yeah, also Soren Oakenshield looks awesome. I love the Hobbit movies, honestly. Those were super entertaining. Of course, the book was shorter. I have listened, well, I do audiobooks quite a bit. I haven't physically read, but I've listened to the books. They're actually by Andy Serkis on Audible. So if you haven't listened to Andy Serkis read the Lord of the Rings books and the Hobbit to you, I'd recommend it, because he does the Gollum voice, obviously, because he's Gollum. Yeah, it's an experience. He sings, he does everything. Yeah, Andy Serkis is awesome. So it'd be cool also if they give us a Gollum. At the same time, you know, it's like maybe you could get one character to represent Lord of the Rings, like Gollum or something. But it's just difficult for me to like see all these awesome characters, because I was tempted by Aragorn, and then Legolas is really tempting. I missed the Gandalf, and I was like, I missed the Gandalf. He's way too expensive, so I'll just skip the whole line. That was my initial thought. Then I saw Aragorn look great. Legolas looks awesome. Even if you get Thorin now, then you're in the Hobbit line. So it's just, I have to skip it. I have to skip it. These look great though. I just have to skip it, unfortunately. Then this isn't for me, but some Chainsaw Man figures are coming out with. I don't know any of their names. I'm sorry. I haven't watched Chainsaw Man. Let me know if it's good though. Let me know about it in the comments if you saw these and you're hyped. Because for me, like the 3-0, Lucy and I can't remember his name. It's going to drive me insane. You know, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, David and Lucy. I have those on pre-order because that anime I actually really enjoy. It's like my first anime, to be honest, because I'm not a big anime watcher. But yeah, that was an amazing show. So if I watched and enjoyed Chainsaw Man and I saw these, I'd probably be picking them up, just knowing me. But yeah, just not for me right now. Haven't seen it. This also isn't for me. Michael Jackson. I will admit though, I think this Michael Jackson, is this Smooth Criminal look, the actual like white suit, blue undershirt and stuff like that. Also, they're giving it a jukebox now with this. I think it's Smooth Criminal. Just let me know. I think this one, because like the lean and everything, is better than their first Michael Jackson, in my opinion, just because this to me is a more recognizable look. Like Michael Jackson was also before my time, but it's a really good looking figure. Like here, this was the one that's released, or you know, hopefully people have it, and it looks really good. Really curious when we get better pictures than this, you know, of the actual Smooth Criminal version. And yeah, it looks great. Just yeah, not for me. Not gonna get invested in Michael Jackson. But these, oh yeah, the Walking Dead figures, these I'm excited for. I have, of course, you know, Rick and Negan on order. And yeah, these close-up shots, I need Daryl. Daryl's my favorite Walking Dead character. So as soon as he's announced, I'm taking my money and I'm throwing it at the screen because I need Daryl. Like Rick and Negan, they're great. I really wish we got the actual Rick from season 6 it was, whichever one where he had the brown jacket, red handle machete. That would have been peak. But I'm sorry, I noticed I'm like clicking my tongue. I don't know why, but we're just getting through this. So Negan, he looks awesome as well. I really like the head sculpt and stuff. Even these pictures, they look great. Like a real leather jacket and stuff. Yeah, and Daryl, hopefully it's also real leather. And yeah, it comes with a revolver. I really hope he comes with his crossbow, to be honest. I didn't see any other accessories, but it makes me a little nervous. But he better come with that crossbow. The likeness looks great here, even though the lighting's not the best. But you know we're going to be talking about him when the product photos get in-house. Because, ooh, I am buying Daryl day one. Or day one when he comes out. And so here, Inart, they're doing some more 12 scale stuff. Not really my thing. Haven't really gotten into 12 scale. Maybe someday in the future. But, you know, I'm 6 scale SESS. So, yeah. And I'm sure a lot of you know I have a lisp, so my S's always sound weird. So I don't know why I named myself that, because I was just torturing myself whenever I try to say it. But yeah, they're coming off with a Bane, like a 12 scale Bane. And this is really exciting for me because maybe they'll give us a 6 scale Bane in the future for the Dark Knight. I wouldn't mind maybe picking up the actual suit from the movie if they do like the Dark Knight Rises or something in the future, the actual Christian Bale Batman suit. Because I'm getting the armory from the Dark Knight, of course, but also it would just be cool if they give us a different suit, because I kind of want to leave the suit in the armory, but then I won't have an actual Batman from the Dark Knight or the Dark Knight Rises. So we'll see what they end up getting us. The Batman Begins, I can probably pass on that suit, honestly. But yeah, they give us a 6 scale Bane. Yeah, it's going to be hype. I'll be very excited. And now we're moving on to Hot Toys. So let me take a drink of water real quick. Just jam that in my face. Okay, make sure. Okay, this is your quick intermission. Take a bite of food, take a sip of water, serve some popcorn, something like that. Okay, now we're getting into Hot Toys. So Hot Toys, yeah, this is an awesome looking booth. They have a lot better photos because I found official photos from them. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. So there's of course the Predator coming out, like the Broken Tusk version or something I think it's called. John Wick, I already have the artisan locked in. So excited. Harley Quinn. You already know how I feel about Harley Quinn if you've been watching the channel, because they secretly dropped the artisan at midnight my time. Wasn't awake for it because 6 a.m. apparently is too late to wake up for it. So hopefully I'll get it on the wait list. We'll see. But then you got Anakin. I'm holding off on pre-ordering him for now. I don't know why I'm talking about them just looking at these pictures. Let's just, okay, I'll talk about them when they pop up. So Anakin, you can see the T2 endoskeleton, the battle damage version. Iron Man repaint. Got Brown Suit Wolverine and Gooey Miles. So let's get into this. So you can see the full Fantastic Four here. They completed the set. So that alone is a round of applause for Hot Toys. They completed a team, but I'm passing on them. So, you know, you got Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. You got Herbie. Herbie looks pretty cool. I mean, if I was a bigger Fantastic Four fan, I definitely would pick this up. But luckily for me, I get to save the money because this is like, if you get all of them, what let's just say on average they're like 300. Some are more, some are less. So 3, 6, 9, like $1,200 for the whole set. That, you know, then you got shipping and stuff. Yeah, it's not worth it to me. Just gonna save that money for J&D John Wick, I guess. But then you have the Invisible Woman, the Thane. The Thane, that's the one that's tempted me a little, but at the same time, I gotta skip them. Then you have Johnny, Human Torch. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that likeness, but it's, you know, or the expression, I should say. When I talk about expressions, don't they all look kind of bored here? Like, none of them are happy. None of them look like they're actiony. He has a little smirk. Pedro Pascal, his head sculpt to me is actually the best, but she's just like, I'm here. He's like, I don't want to be here. Then Johnny's like, bro, I'm bored. So yeah. And then this is very exciting for PlayStation and Death Stranding fans. I have yet to play the game. So honestly, I actually skipped the Sam. Okay, I had to look at the name. Completely forgot his name. I skipped Sam, the Artisan Edition, because it's like super expensive. It was almost $600 after shipping and stuff on Sideshow. So I just passed on it. It was on there for a while. It was available. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a really, really good figure, but it's kind of pricey. And for me, not playing the games yet, I had to skip. Like, it doesn't even make sense to buy him. But then you're getting Higgs, which I believe he was voiced by Troy Baker, who also voiced Joel. He's voiced like everyone at this point. So Troy Baker's Higgs. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but he comes with all his accessories, and this is very exciting. Because of course also they do the Spider-Man 2 figures and Spider-Man 1. So are they starting to do more PlayStation stuff? If we ever get a Kratos God of War, you know, from God of War, from Hot Toys, oh, that's going to be peak, especially if they like root his beard. That'd be so good. They could give us like an official Nathan Drake, because I do have the Limb Toys sort of on order, the reissue, no clue when that's coming, but sort of have that one coming. But if we get like a Hot Toys Nathan Drake from Uncharted 3, that's my favorite look for him. And then they also have, of course, like Joel and Ellie from the games they could do. They're, of course, also doing the HBO one, or at least right now they have Joel coming out. But there's so much PlayStation stuff that they could do. I'm kind of excited because I'm a PlayStation fella. I've grown up playing PlayStation. My first one was a PS3. Tells you how young I am, or old I am, however you want to say it. But yeah, these look great. I mean, I guess technically I did play PlayStation 1 for a little while, but it wasn't mine. The first console I got was a PS3. PlayStation 1 just showed up out of nowhere, and I played it wherever the heck it was. But I do remember that. So yeah. And then here, give me a second. Harley Quinn. Yes, I missed on the Artisan. I do think the Artisan looks really good. A lot of people don't like it. I think it looks great. So I'm one of the people that wanted it. But unfortunately, they dropped it at midnight and kind of screwed me. But that's all I'll say about that. I need to get over this whole thing. Hopefully, I'll get her off the wait list, and then I'll make a whole video like just celebrating the whole time, you know, get down and boogie. But I do have the special edition of the Sculpted on order. Okay, making sure my audio and stuff's good because we're trying to do this video in one take. Honestly, I'm just doing this video yapping. None of my videos I really like write anything out or script. I just kind of look at stuff and yap. So that's just how I do it. But Sculpted to me looks pretty good as well, just not as good as here because their hair is a bit lighter on the Artisan. Really like that. Unfortunately, I guess I'm just gonna end up with the special edition as of now, but we'll see. This one, ooh yeah, I locked in the Artisan John Wick yesterday, Wednesday. Yeah, it was yesterday, that drop in the morning. He's actually, I might be wrong because I haven't checked recently, but when I looked this morning, John Wick's actually still available, the Artisan. So if you want them, go check or get on the wait list. but it was $400, like the base price, not kind of shipping and stuff, for the Artisan. And even I'll admit, as a huge John Wick fan who needed the Artisan, the sculpt is really good for $115 less. So you can save 115 bucks and get the sculpted John Wick, and I'd recommend that, honestly. The Artisan is going to be great, but you have to be such a big John Wick fan to spend that much on them. And $115 just for the hair, I don't think is worth it. Honestly, that's just my honest opinion, but I am getting that version, so maybe it's a little hypocritical, but yeah, that's my honest opinion. That's not worth $115 more, but I still want it, so you know. Then here on the left, we got Nightwing. Had him on order, canceled him along with Batgirl, the purple and gold suit, because when they announced the actual red looking weird XE suit Batman, what was it, Hellbat? Yeah, when they announced him, yeah, I canceled those because we're never getting the Arkham Origins suit. If they ever give us a 2.0 or something of one of the Arkham suits of actual Batman, maybe I'll go back and pick these up, because let's be real, they're limited to like 2,000 or something, but they're going to sit on there for quite a while, because who the heck's going to get them when basically the Arkham line's kind of dead and there's no rolling eyeballs and stuff. So Hot Toys doesn't care. We don't care. They're just threw them out here just to make some money, I guess. And here on the right, Tron Ares. I don't know much about Tron, to be honest. I think I've seen the original movie, or not original, the newer Disney movie or something. The whatever movie came out before this new Tron Ares one that's coming out, or whatever it is. This one has Jared Leto. I think this is Jared Leto's character. No clue if there's a head sculpt or anything. Maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Just don't know much about Tron. Let me know how you feel about that, but it's cool. Hot Toys is already announcing they're giving us a Tron figure before the movie's even out. So pretty cool. His eyes don't look great here, but we got Daniel Craig's 007. You know, just kind of cool. They're basically, some of these, obviously they've been announced or out, not out, but announced for a while, but they threw them out at the booth. So yeah. And look at this, Johnny looking like he doesn't even want to be here. So yeah, interesting. And here, a closer up look at Higgs. Gosh, these look so cool. They're very tempting. Of course, I'm going to get the Walking Dead Daryl, so don't really need this Artisan head sculpt for anything, or any kit bashing or anything. But yeah, these look great. Looks like they're also going to make an Artisan version of Higgs. Yeah, Death Stranding fans are eating well. Looking at these, they look so cool. I love all the details, and I want to support this because of PlayStation. But $600 for the Sam Artisan, that's a bit steep. I mean, maybe eventually if I play the game and I enjoy, I get the collector's edition, but Artisan was a little steep for me. And here's a closer look at Harley. I don't know why people don't like the likeness. To me, the Artisan looks better than the sculpted too. So I don't know. I just really like this Artisan. I really wish I got it, but there's still a chance. And she has like the full seamless body and stuff, and a really good looking body. So this is one I really want. We'll see. I have sculpted on order, but you know, if any of you out there got the Artisan, don't really want it, cancel it. And hopefully I'll get a waitlist conversion. We'll have to see. And here's a closer look at John Wick. You can already see some hairs kind of sticking out. Not the greatest, but yeah, the Artisan looks great. Then again, the sculpted also looks as good, especially from this distance. It's hard to tell. So save yourself $115 and get sculpted if you really want to. If you're a huge fan like me though, and need the best looking John Wick, because this is even better looking than J&D, the head sculpt, definitely go with the Artisan. And here's Anakin. I have not yet ordered Anakin. I really want this one, but I'm waiting, and especially that base is super tall. Won't be able to display it, unfortunately, until I get module cases sometime in the future. But this looks amazing. But like I mentioned, I'm kind of waiting because I want to see what that Artisan, the Darth Vader, is going to be. And if I manage to get that Darth Vader and it's the exact same as this, maybe I'll skip this one. But if the Artisan's different with different accessories and stuff, which I don't know why it would be, it's probably this one, but with the rooted hair, of course, then I can get both because I love Star Wars and Anakin that much. So we'll just have to see. Of course, the battle damage on him looks pretty awesome. You can actually see like the dirt stuff on him, like right around there. Yeah, it's an awesome looking figure. Definitely going to be in my collection. The only question is it going to be Artisan or sculpted? Because I'm getting one of them. Yeah, I need it. And then here is a close-up look at their, well, kind of close-up look. It's at the convention, was odd lighting, but their endoskeleton battle damage from T2. I really like that base. That is so good looking. Then he comes with the big like ion cannon thing. What are those? Laser cannon, whatever the heck they are. And then yeah, this looks good. Die-cast. Not sure which components are die-cast yet. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Okay, all right, gotta breathe. So yeah, it looks good, just not for me. Then here, I believe it's a Broken Tusk. Yeah, Broken Tusk Predator. Comes with some cool looking stuff, also not for me. But yeah, looks good for those of you out there that want it. And here, Peacemaker, I do have on order because I'm trying to get into that new DCU because I actually really, yeah, I think it's going to be good. I know there's a 1.0. I never owned the 1.0. It was announced and released way before I started collecting. But this looks great. Comes with the John Cena head sculpt. I haven't really seen any photos of it. I mean, there's some videos and stuff showing it in person or in hand. I think it looks good, but yeah, getting that one. Also have Brown Suit Wolverine. He is one that I managed to get on the queue. Pretty excited for it. It's $340 though, still doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why it's so expensive. They still haven't even shipped my deluxe yellow and blue suit Wolverine. So at this point, I'm probably going to get him before the other one. And then there's the Age of Apocalypse one that I have on order. That one I'm debating on now that I actually locked in the brown suit. So we'll see which ones I end up in my collection. You'll see. Definitely subscribe to see those reviews. And then this is the Gooey Miles. You know, it's the Alien versus Avengers Miles. Not really into this one, but those of you who know the comic and want this, hopefully you can get it. But I saw it's not really on Sideshow. I don't know if Sideshow is just not going to have this. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. It's kind of odd. They sent out an email like, oh, we're not going to have this or something. So yeah, hopefully if you want it, you're able to pick it up somewhere else. And then here, hate the Hellbat because he took away my hope for Batman Day to get the actual Arkham Origins suit. I was kind of hoping they'd be like, oh, Arkham Origins suit. And I'd be like, oh, here's my money. But nope, they did this. And yeah, don't really like that. I put the two I kind of despise here because I also hated this Iron Man. The actual like repaint. It's just like the fractal design's cool. Sorry, my nose is itching. So the fractal design looks cool. I like the little, not translucent, what is it? The iridescent kind of paint job on it. But to me, the red and gold one was even cooler, and this one's just a waste. So if you want that one, go pick it up. I saw, it's weird. I saw Sideshow had it listed as waitlist in like the little banner, but when you click on it, you can still order it. So they're like trying to trick you, I guess it's waitlisted or something. I don't know what's been going on with Sideshow recently. Their website, they accidentally, because it had to be accidental, they put up the Harley Quinn on accident, the Artisan at midnight. They accidentally put out the Anakin like a week early. And then they put up the coming soon for the Artisan Anakin, the Darth Vader. So I don't know what's going on because Hot Toys hasn't even said anything official that I've seen at least about the Artisan Darth Vader, other than of course what they had come out at the Japan convention, which was Darkseid from Ahsoka. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing anymore. Then here, we already looked at him, right? I don't know why I put this picture here, but Nightwing again, I think, for some reason. And Wednesday, no interest. I watched some of the show, the first season. I don't know, it wasn't really for me, so I don't really need her. The likeness looks okay, but I don't know, I'm just not for me. Sergeant Hound, he's cool. I'm kind of debating on him though. Yeah, it's a cool clone look. I love the hound that he comes with, but at the same time, man, I don't know. We'll see if he goes on sale or something in the future, but it's $300 for him. Not really one that I need to get. And I think, yeah, this is the last one for us to talk about. Okay, double checking. So Joel from The Last of Us from the show, of course. Pedro Pascal again. This one I have on order. I love The Last of Us, so yeah, I'm going to keep it. I was debating there for a second, but I'm like, yeah, I'll get the show version because the first season was great. Second season sucked, but season one was great. So I'll get Pedro Pascal, Joel. Whenever they give us the Ellie, I'll get her. Can't remember the actress's name. Bella Ramsey, I think. Yeah, I'll get her version of Ellie just to go as him. Although in the second season stuff, like I thought she had a great performance in the first season, but she was written horribly in the second season. So that's not even her fault, I don't think. But yeah, I'm getting also the Lim Toys Joel and Ellie video game versions. So yeah, that is smacking the mic. It looks like this video is 35 minutes long. So it's probably going to end up being like 37 by the time I do my outro. But yeah, let's talk about this. So go down in the comments. Tell me what you think about any of these figures, new announcements you're excited for. For me, I'm most excited for, I guess, the Daryl. Now they actually showed off the Daryl from Inart. That one I'm excited for. The Catwoman's my second because the Hot Toys one didn't look too great to me. So her, I probably want to pick up from Inart. So yeah, let's talk about it. Anything you see here, talk about it in the comments, talk about it with your fellow collectors and me. I'll try to get back to any of you out there. Luckily, my channel is starting to grow, so it's a little harder to keep up with comments now, but I'm trying my best to respond to everybody. But if I miss you, I'm sorry. I apologize, because sometimes my notification doesn't show and then I have to like manually search for it. I don't know why it does that, but yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like. Talk about tons of figure stuff, do reviews, tons of stuff like that. I just put out a review for Sabine, which is behind me, and maybe see her sort of if I get out the way back down there somewhere. But yeah, so put out the review for Sabine. Go check that out. It's a pretty fun video. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, everything. Sorry if I'm talking fast or anything, but we had a lot to talk about. Didn't want to like talk slow and bore you as we look at figures. So yeah, I had to talk fast, but yeah, have a great rest of your day. Stay 6 scale.